Hi, I'm Bernie Moreno, and I have been honored to have served as the Ohio chair for U.S. term limits. Running for the United States Senate, I made congressional term limits a key issue of my campaign. My opponent had 50 years in elected office, and we made certain that the people of Ohio understood the problems with that. Congressional term limits is essential for good government to end the influence of lobbyists and special interests here in Washington, D.C. As your United States Senator, I will be working to see that U.S. States Senate passes term limits amendment proposed by Senator Ted Cruz. But we all know Congress may never agree to term limits themselves. Rather, it will be the actions by the states calling for an Article 5 convention to propose a congressional term limits amendment to the United States Constitution. Ohio must join the growing roster of states that have done this. This is why I am proud to hand over the role of U.S. State Chair for U.S. term limits to Kevin Coughlin. Kevin has served with distinction in both the House and the Senate in Ohio. Kevin is the person who worked tirelessly to see that the Buckeye State passes a term limits resolution in 2025. He has my full backing in this. So Kevin, let's get the job done.
Thanks, Bernie, for the kind words and all your work to advance congressional term limits. Regardless of their political affiliation, Americans want term limits for Congress. We saw this last November in Ohio when voters sent Sherrod Brown packing and elected Bernie Moreno to the United States Senate. Bernie campaigned on the issue of term limits against an opponent who'd been in politics for 50 years. We're tired of career politicians who've been around so long they forget they worked for us. Serving in Congress has become a lifetime career, and it was never supposed to be that way. The current Congress is one of the oldest in history. Some Americans refer to it as the best assisted living facility in the nation. The reason? Because incumbents keep getting elected. Term limits will end this and give power back to the citizens. I'm honored to be taking up the mantle of congressional term limits from Bernie, and I'm going to work tirelessly to ensure that the Buckeye State joins others in demanding congressional term limits. Let's get to work.